Jack Hollis.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Okay. It's great to be back in sunny. It's great to be back in California. It's great to be back in LA. I just got into town last night. Now, I know a lot of you, like me, kind of have some negative feelings around LAS. I get it. I do. But now landing here, getting in last night, seeing the beautiful LA, the skyline and the lights of Palos Verdes, my home, made me a little homesick. Because I have deep roots in LA. I grew up here, I grew my family here, and I began my career with Toyota right here. In fact, I just love LA. And Toyota, well, we have a lot of our deep roots in LA as well. Our first dealership in the United States was just down the road, Hollywood Toyota. And it opened its doors more than 60 years ago. How about our Toyota Motor Sales office was in Torrance for more than 30 years. And how about our design studio, Combustion? It continued to design the most beautiful vehicles out of their studio in Newport Beach. And then there's Toyota Racing Development, or TRD, which continues to build the fastest engines in NASCAR at their Costa Mesa headquarters just south of here. And this year, TRD is celebrating their 40th anniversary. No, but many are surprised when they hear that TRD wasn't originally affiliated with Toyota Motor Sales in the beginning. And I'm sure that the use of the word Toyota in their name was not really actually approved. But their little speed shop wanted to make Toyota's production cars go just a little bit faster. It was conveniently placed right down the street from the Torrance headquarters. Well, the rest is history. And speaking of history, I just came back from Miami Homestead this past weekend to witness, for the first time ever, one race team, ours, with 3 cars in the Final Four. That was awesome. But beyond that, Kyle Busch won his 2nd driver championship with Toyota. Toyota claimed his 3rd manufacturer championship in the last 4 years. And Joe Gibbs Racing won 19 races, which sets an all-time single-season record. I can just keep watching that. We should probably replay that several times. But I don't want you also to forget about earlier in the year. We started the year with Toyota winning the Daytona 500. So like I said, the fastest engines in NASCAR. And we've also captured TRD's expertise to create exciting variations of 2 of our sedans. Now, if you recall, last year right here, I introduced you to the Camry TRD and Avalon TRD, 2 sedans with track-inspired characteristics. And both are on sale now, and really a shining spotlight on what sporty sedans can and really should do. But we're not stopping there. As you know, Toyota is doubling down on our sedans. As our competitors, well, they're abandoning the segments. And now, we're jumping in with all 4 tires, so to speak. That's right, check out the all-new upcoming Camry all-wheel drive and Avalon all-wheel drive. These 2 exciting sedans get the exciting technological addition of the all-wheel drive system, giving our guests a more secure and confident driving experience in adverse conditions. And because both cars sit on the same TNGA platform as the RAV4, we were able to use the existing architecture and put the same all-wheel drive system into each vehicle without changing their critical interior hardpoints. Now, the all-wheel drive system can distribute up to 50% of the available torque to the rear wheels, and even in perfect conditions can send power to the rear when cornering to improve the vehicle's stance and predictability. The Camry all-wheel drive will be available in 4 grades and will go on sale next spring, while the Avalon all-wheel drive will be available in XLE and limited grades and go on sale next summer. You know, this is just another step in our commitment to incredible sedans. But we know that light trucks still make up about 65% of Toyota sales. And the redesigned RAV4, which has now been on sale for almost a year, continues to be the #1 selling SUV on the market. We're actually on pace to sell over 430,000 total RAVs this year, driven in large part to the sales of the RAV4 Hybrid, which is up a phenomenal 72%. Now think about it. Since 2008, Toyota has sold more than 3.6 million hybrids, which has saved 7.6 billion gallons of fuel, and has kept 68 million tons of CO2 from entering the atmosphere. That's actually equivalent to taking 13.4 million vehicles off the road for an entire year. And Toyota will resell more alternative powertrain vehicles than the rest of the industry combined. Oh, so since we set the bar high, we can raise it, which is why we continue to expand our hybrid lineup on our most popular vehicles. We currently have 8 alternative powertrain vehicles, and now I'd like to introduce you to the 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2021 RAV4 Prime. Thanks. When we launched the current generation RAV4, we set out to shatter the perceptions of what a hybrid vehicle is. We demonstrated that a hybrid can be both rational and fun to drive. And with improved power and fuel economy, the RAV4 hybrid is defying expectations. And now, let's just do it again. The 2021 RAV4 Prime is the most powerful RAV4 ever. It has 302 horsepower. Let me say that again. That's 302 horsepower. That is 83 more horsepower than the current RAV4 hybrid. And it accelerates from 0 to 60 in just 5.8 seconds, making it the quickest alternative powertrain vehicle that we've ever produced, and the second quickest vehicle in today's Toyota lineup, behind only the Toyota Supra. It comes with standard all-wheel drive, and for the first time ever, optional paddle shifters. New style features include the front grille design, front lower spoiler, and vertical LED accent lights. And this RAV4 Prime XSE comes with new 19-inch wheels, a 9-inch multimedia display, and an available head-up display, all first for a RAV4 hybrid. Now the color is called Supersonic Red, and it's new to the RAV4 lineup. Now take a look at the entire two-tone paint scheme, and it comes standard on the XSE grade. At the same time though, let's not forget it's still a plug-in hybrid. It has a nearly 40-mile EV-only range, which can get you from this convention center down to TRE and Costa Mesa without the gas engine even kicking in. So the RAV4 Prime will be available next summer. Yeah, the summer of 2020. So let's consider the bar raised. Now, vehicles like the RAV4 Prime demonstrate Toyota's commitment to our environment. Toyota believes in promoting advanced technologies that deliver meaningful climate benefits, as well as meeting the needs of our customers. In fact, 4 years ago, we announced the Toyota Environmental Challenge 2050, whereby, before the year 2050, Toyota will reduce global average CO2 emissions from new vehicles by 90% from our 2010 levels. To do this, we plan to increase our hybrid sales mix from about 9% last year to more than 25% in 2025. And while hybrids play an important part of that challenge, we will not put all of our eggs into one technology basket to achieve this ambitious goal. We also feel that hydrogen fuel cells are a key piece, and I'd love to tell you all about it. However, I'm not an engineer, And I think someone much smarter than I should be up here to tell you all about our hydrogen future. So please help me to welcome Toyota's Senior Fuel Cell Engineer, Ms. Jackie Birdsall.
Thank you, Jack. I'm so excited to be here representing the fuel cell team.
So I'm glad you're here, Jackie. Like I said, I need your help. The fuel cell technology seems a little confusing. I don't totally get it, so I'm glad you're here to explain it to everyone.
Actually, Jack, it's not that tough. Really, even kids can understand. Let's have a look.
My name is Jackie, and I'm an engineer on the Toyota Mirai. And I hear you guys have some questions for me?
Tons.
Yeah? Who wants to go first? Okay, let's start with you.
So why did you choose blue?
Because it's the color of water, and that's what comes out the tailpipe of the vehicle instead of pollution.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why does the antennas? Why does the car's antenna look like a time travel antenna?
Because it's the car of the future.
How long did it take to build the car?
That's such a good question. This vehicle has been in development at Toyota for over 20 years. I want to show you guys something. All right. This is a cartoon drawing of the Toyota Mirai. It's an all-electric car, but instead of plugging it in and recharging it, we refill it with hydrogen. So hydrogen comes in from the tank. And then we have oxygen that comes in from the intake system, just from the air. And the two of those combine and they create water that comes out the tailpipe. And a byproduct of that is the electricity that powers the car. You guys want to see a real Mirai?
Yeah! Whoa!
Well, those kids were so excited to see a Mirai, and I hope you are too. But before we get to that, I want to share a little background about Toyota and our fuel cell strategy. We are committed to fuel cell electric vehicles as an elegantly sustainable powertrain because it's a clean, scalable platform that can meet a broad range of mobility needs with zero emissions. In fact, I believe that hydrogen-powered FCEVs will one day be as common as our hybrids. Actually, Toyota began developing this technology at the same time as our hybrid electrics, though the first fuel cell vehicle didn't hit the road until the Mirai debuted in 2015. Since then, we've sold or leased about 6,000 Mirais in the US. Probably the same numbers of RAV4s we sold last week, but regardless, we're proud of our progress. It does beg the question, with numbers like these, is there a place for FCEVs in our lineup? And the answer is yes. But much like Toyota had to educate consumers on the benefits of hybrids, we'll have to take the same road with hydrogen fuel cells. We have found the majority of people don't even know FCEV is an option. When people hear electric, they think battery. So that's a problem. But why would they know about the Mirai? In most areas in the US, fuel cell vehicles aren't available because the hydrogen infrastructure isn't in place. So, Toyota is working with governments and regions across the country to educate them on why building a hydrogen infrastructure is so important. The good news, here in California, we have 38 stations. And if you haven't visited a hydrogen filling station yet, you should. Imagine serving hundreds of customers per day, taking less than 5 minutes per vehicle to fill up on a domestic, renewable fuel, allowing for hundreds of miles of all-electric driving range. That is the power of a hydrogen electric vehicle. Of course, it may take a little longer to fill up our other hydrogen vehicles you may have seen on the road. In 2017, we installed 2 fuel cell stacks into a Class 8 semi to demonstrate that they can generate enough electrical power to pull 80,000 pounds. And now today, several of these vehicles are hard at work in and around the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles, moving freight, reducing local air pollution, and improving the lives of the local communities around the ports. We've even built hydrogen forklifts, and we use them at the plant where we build the Mirai. So now we have fuel cells building fuel cells. The possibilities are endless. You can imagine, as we ramp up manufacturing of the fuel cells, the cost comes down. which allows us to introduce new and innovative fuel cell solutions to reduce our negative impact on the planet. In fact, we can no longer talk about the electrification of transportation and renewable energy without including the role of hydrogen and fuel cells. The good news is fuel cell technology is gaining momentum around the world. Today, I am excited and proud to show you our latest contribution to this evolution. The most advanced electric vehicle on the market. Here is the 2021 Toyota Mirai. We wanted to dispel the stigma that eco-friendly cars cannot fully replace our gasoline engines. And we started with a premium rear-wheel drive platform that allows us to make this Mirai lower, longer, wider, and more aerodynamic than her predecessor. Then, we focused on outstanding driving dynamics. I've driven this new Mirai, and I can tell you, you will love it. Smooth, coupe-like lines will draw attention on the street, and this new hydro blue color achieves its bright, deep hue through a special multi-layer painting process. This model rides on available 20-inch wheels for a stable, luxurious look. And this interior has modern styling, which includes an available 12.3-inch multimedia touchscreen and a 14-speaker JBL system. And we've added a fifth seat in the rear. Finally, thanks to fuel cell systems improvements and a larger hydrogen storage availability, this new Mirai is targeted to have a range of more than 400 miles, a 30% increase over the previous Mirai. So you've probably heard of Akio Toyota's call for no more boring cars. Well, now this Mirai is just as exciting on corners as the technology propelling it, and it's just as easy on the eyes as it is on the environment. We think you'll recognize that in more ways than one, the 2021 Mirai is a significant evolution of technology and an important preview into the future of Toyota's lineup. We at Toyota are passionate about the environment, which is why we always have been, and we always will be, the leader in providing customers with options to reduce their environmental impact. Together, we'll create a cleaner world. Now, if you could please allow photographers a few minutes to get some pictures, we would appreciate it. Thank you.
Video was probably better than mine, but yeah, I know. Oh.
now I'd like to get out.
He's a small guy. He catches cameras.
Is it going to rotate soon?
It will eventually, but as of right now, this is just our boundary line for
Oh,
folks.
okay. All right. So no going inside the car then, huh?
No.
Does it have an interior? Do you know?
You know, it's a model, so I'm guessing not much.
I could tell. Yeah, the windows are so tinted you can't
I
even.
know the handles aren't real, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I haven't seen inside it, so that's about my favorite.
Yeah, not important enough.
Sorry.
That's all right. Who's this gentleman? Is he the CEO? Do you know the one that's?
Yes, that's what he is.
He is the CEO, huh?
Jack Hollis. Yes.
Okay, he's the one that gave the presentation, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And guys, just watch your step. We just need to be aware that this is going to move shortly.
Sorry. All right, viewers are going to head to Volkswagen. They got a press conference coming up.
We're going to sit. We have plenty of room right here.
Will never work.
I was right behind Mike Sullivan, who sells a lot of them. So, so he was clapping, and then he's looking around, and he's like, "Oh, thank God I'm not the only one clapping."
Sorry.
We met before.
after driving an electric car for 4 or 5 days, notice you said electric, it could be a BEV or
Oh, that's cool. The whole thing literally died. So y'all better get your shots. Oh man, that red looks so cool.
So what's everyone looking forward to seeing here at the 2019 LA Auto Show? If anyone has interest, I could stop by one of the booths and show them a car.
I literally don't see it.
Are you guys doing a press conference?
Yes.
What time? 1:20? Okay.
That should just be like a standard.
Crossover. Want me, and they're not big enough. It's not like it's the CEO of
Sorry. Well, is anyone allowed up here, or just certain people? Or?
Tripods, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the problem with tripods. That's the big question.
That's the hard thing. Right now, we're not
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, if it's not that busy later, I think it's fine. But right now,
Okay, because I have a tripod in my backpack. If I put it on there, then I'm good. All right.
take it out.
Yeah.
Set it up. And
All right. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me set this down then.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's like, we don't carry it because
It's really awesome.
yeah, I want to get out while I'm young, and that's what I want to do.
But you're still up at House Mills, right?
We're in my house, yeah, we live up there,
Okay.
and then the office is over here.
Okay. Right, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
It was weird, I was just thinking of Miami. I'm like, so, you know what I was doing? I was reading
Yeah.
the marketing people make me up after getting into this stuff. All these things like,
You are right now. I just recently saw Chris Reagan. Yeah, she's in Texas. She's back here in LA. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the VW press conference. Please take your seats. Our program will begin shortly.
I won't bonk you. Would have been good, yeah.
I know, exactly. It'd be fun. Hey, Brian.
Hi.
Be aware of that thing sticking out there.
Oh yeah? Okay. That'd be bad, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
courtesy of you all, please silence all mobile devices. Thank you. Your seats and silence all mobile devices. The press conference will begin momentarily. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Please welcome President and CEO, Volkswagen Group of America, Scott Keogh.
Welcome. Good afternoon to Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I think you can see all the magic and craziness of Volkswagen on one stage here. Of course, you got a little bit of our past, 1969 Baja Bruiser right here. Of course, our present Atlas Crossport being built in Chattanooga, Tennessee as we speak. And of course, our future and our dreams in the Space Vision right there. So thank you very much. And I think, this car in essence is the same age as me, and frankly, I think it's holding up a lot better. And just like me, little belt keeping everything all tucked in. So it's working very well. So look, these are frankly exciting times to be at Volkswagen. As you know, we've begun the process of really redefining our beloved brand, rebuilding our entire portfolio. In fact, over the next 2 years, 100% of our entire portfolio will be renewed. Either entirely new vehicles, completely reimagined vehicles, and of course an exciting lineup of EVs, SUVs, and of course sedans. We made this massive commitment to the biggest transformation in the industry to finally bring EVs to scale, making the people's electric cars and SUVs for the millions, not just the millionaires. To do this, of course, we're investing nearly $37 billion in e-mobility alone through 2024. We're going to produce nearly 1 million electric vehicles worldwide by 2025. And I'm extremely proud to say that we broke ground just the other day to build these electric vehicles here in America as part of an $800 million investment. Broke ground last week at our plant in Chattanooga, Tennessee. On top of that, we will also be creating 1,000 new jobs. So we will not only manufacture the vehicles in Tennessee, but also assemble the batteries there as well. EVs are a defining part of our strategy of driving bigger. This means a lot to us, and of course the very world that we all live in. Last night, we had the pleasure of revealing the stunning machine you see off to my left, the ID Space Vision, which not so subtly hints at a potential crossover electric vehicle. Klaus Bischoff, who's joining us here, and you and your entire team, stunning example, beautiful design, perfectly Volkswagen, perfectly future. So thank you very much for joining us here in Los Angeles. So as you can see, cars like this, based on our industry-leading MEV platform, are going to change our ideas of what a traditional crossover looks like, while keeping, of course, the space, utility, high seating position that Americans love. With battery sizes up to 82 kilowatt, available all-wheel drive, the Space Vision will have the capability that American crossover customers have come to expect. On top of that, a range of 300 miles EPA in a beautiful, irrefutable, unmistakable Volkswagen package. We are looking at different versions of this car around the world, and certainly we can anticipate launching one here in the United States in calendar year 2022. Now, while of course we have our eyes on the future, we also know consumers are looking for something new from Volkswagen, and they're looking for something that new now and today. When it comes to utility vehicles, we'd like to think that we invented them with the Volkswagen Bus. As it says, 2 vehicles in one, and enough room for all those nuns that I personally remember so usually fondly from my Catholic school days. But today, the SUV has become the family utility vehicle of choice, 54% of the market. So clearly, we will continue to go all in the U.S. based on the strength of our SUVs. In fact, in our portfolio today, 52% of our sales come from SUVs. A few short years ago, it was only 14%. So we may have been a bit late, but certainly we caught up extremely fast. And American consumers are catching up as well. Atlas sales up 39% year-to-date, T1 sales up 25% year-to-date. Clearly, we turned the page with the Atlas. This is our first car designed and engineered for this region. It really led our comeback. Conquest rates for the Atlas have climbed nearly 24%. 80% of the buyers are conquest for those vehicles, introducing a new world to Volkswagen. It's also increased our transaction prices $4,000 across the brand, so a massive impact. But we feel there are still a lot of opportunities in this segment, because as we look at the segment, there are 2 distinct sizes. There's a 7-row family hauler, 3rd row, seats 7 people, and of course a 5-seater. The 5-seaters make up 45% of this segment. This is a massive opportunity, and we clearly plan to address that with the vehicle right here. Introducing and entering the all-new Atlas Cross Sport. Now, as you can see behind me, clearly this vehicle is and will be built down in Chattanooga. We thought there was no better place or time to reveal it to the media than hot off the line with the help of the dedicated men and women who ultimately deliver our newest vehicle. And Tom, I know I saw you, the plant manager, and Brent, thank you very much for joining us. Absolute pleasure to have you here. And maybe after the press conference, you get back down there and make sure these things are coming off the line. But thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to have you here. So look, it's an SUV, but we like to call it a social utility vehicle, meant for people who care more about showing up than, of course, showing off. Now, some of you wrote when you got a chance to see the car for the first time that clearly this is a vehicle costing more than $50,000. But we will never lose sight of the fact that we are the people's car brand, and that is why the Atlas Cross Sport will start below $33,000 here in the U.S. So ladies and gentlemen, we are laser focused on rebuilding Volkswagen inside and out, on letting Drive Bigger inspire everything we do and how we behave. And much of that inspiration, frankly, comes down to the people who work in the company. We are ready for the future with the amazing Volkswagen family of vehicles. We are ready for the future of all that electrification will bring. And with that, I would like to introduce one of the newest members of that great family, the head of marketing, Saad Jihad. So Saad, please, take the stage.
Thank you, Scott, and hello to everybody. Of course, obviously, a lot of people ask me, why are you coming to Volkswagen? I'm a new guy at Volkswagen. And my first answer was, who would want to work for this man? Scott, the promise of the industry, as I play, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of the family. Thank you. The other part is, let's not forget that this brand gave fun and affordability for the millions in this world with this. It also created movements in this country with this car. And like many here, I also grew up and learned to drive in this one. It's an actual picture of me when I first started driving. And what I love also the Detroit muscle, because I'm actually from Detroit, and I watch my friends drive in cars and drag racing cars like these. I chose my first car, my first speeding ticket car, to be a Rabbit. It's a GTI, man, it's cool. But what really got me going is where this brand is headed, with amazing EVs and carbon neutral mobility. Very important. It's not just about electrification, it's also carbon neutral. So, even more exciting for me was that this brand ability to address current American market needs and the growing segments of SUVs, and this crazy about SUVs. You talk about amazing looking SUVs. So take the Atlas 7-seater. It's been unbelievable of a hit for this company. It's also been coupled with its sister car, the Tiguan, and a new larger Tiguan that's been also flying off the lots. It's exciting to be part of, coming into that kind of a lineup. So it is incredibly important for us to think about and make sure that SUVs have also become have become a replacement for minivans, and it's refreshing to be part of this brand that still kind of fights for this muscular and utility-looking SUVs. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think the Atlas Cross Sport keeps that athletic image of this brand blooming while protecting for the SUV DNA and how it's supposed to be. Check this out. The front end is one of my favorite parts, with wide grille, huge spoilers, air intakes to cool off those big brakes. I mean, was that cool or what? It's awesome of a front, awesome of a back. It's a beautiful exterior, looks powerful and purposeful, and also on the inside, it's massive. Check this out. Look at this interior. It can seat these big guys with their luggage and equipment seats folded, the Cross Sport also is ready for this family of Great Danes. That I also mentioned that the Cross Sport is also practically a machine that drives itself on highways. Of course, we have the wireless charging and all the customizable instrument panels as well. Bottom line, the Atlas Cross Sport handles whatever you throw at it efficiently at a price that you just heard, and it's about to rattle the competition and kick some dust around like this.
Seriously, Mom?
What do we think, huh? Look at this piece. And look who's with me. Tanner Foss, everybody. Does she have fun?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah?
It looked like you had fun. She did absolutely love it.
So tell me this. What's underneath this piece?
Well, at the heart of this machine is the 5-time championship winning heart of the Rallycross Beetle, 2-liter turbo and drivetrain straight out of the Rallycross Beetle.
Incredible. So you think we're going to be ready to kick some butt with the pilots and the Hondas or whatever it is?
I mean, I'm ready to finally drive it if you're going to let me drive it eventually.
Well, we're going to get your application. We'll figure that out.
I'm about to send it into my mom first, yeah.
Tanner, we love you. Welcome to Tanner. All right, Tanner Fox, thank you. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're re-entering the Score Baja 1000 with this Baja Racing Bowl, as they call it. The Atlas Cross Sport R is our testament to continue the tradition of racing for the people, capturing the youthful spirit of the iconic Beetle at Baja. So, the testing mule that you just saw with Tanner and his mom, they have a lot of fun with that, will be developed even further over the next year and will feature the engine from our rally and rallycross cars that are capable to produce over 600 horsepower. 600, and it's from 2 liters, by the way, 2 liters. We'll obviously have to dial back that beast down to handle the balance between power and endurance for the 1,000 miles in the desert. And since this is the Equals, this is so beautiful. Is that cool or what? Huh? Klaus, we love your design. We love this design. Look at the race car, it's unbelievable. This is just the start of it. This is obviously, like I said, this is the People's Racing event, and the Atlas Cross was supposed to be the social utility vehicle, SUV. We'll be also inviting the graphics students and designers from colleges and schools so they can submit their designs for the suit on this route. And we'll reward the winners early part of next year sometime, so look for that. And with our also commitment to drive bigger with everything that we do, here's something else I want to share with you. We'll be partnering with the Conservation Fund so we can plant over 1,000 trees and make sure that we're carbon neutral even with this race. So a tree for every mile that we're going to be racing. Isn't that incredible? That's how we're supposed to do it. That's responsible to drive bigger. So thank you all for coming. I want to now invite our boss, Mr. Scott Peter, to come up on the stage again and take some photos together. But don't forget, when you come and talk to us, we have some great food coming from the south of the border. So get ready for some spice, all right? Thank you again.
One thing I want to get.
I'm trying to be Sydney. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. No, we can do a project in council with the ID card. No, I will get the first one. Oh, really? Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's a big idea. Get a couple of shots, and then we can do some fun stuff with the ID card. And when do you?
I know. A week later.
A week
and 2 days later. No, just read the newsletter. Yeah, ja, genau, gerne, gerne. Das machen wir auf jeden Fall. How are you, Tim?
I'm gonna grab a snack, so I'll be right back, guys.
How old is she? Let's see a photo. Oh my god. Well, I wish I could see your dad. So I was like, okay, so I would call them. Yeah, that's not it. It's good. Good. It really made me sad when I started doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mazda president in 5 minutes.
Now in retrospect.
All right, I got some nachos that they provided me with some guacamole. Oh boy. Thank you, Volkswagen.
It takes like an hour. It's one speed. This one back. It backs up into 2, 4, 5, 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mazda press event is about to begin. As a courtesy, please leave out
It's going to be awesome. I think we can just set it up.
Every one of the characters that you have.
Excuse me?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President of Mazda's North American Operations, Jeff Dyson.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Mazda. I'm Jeff Dyson. I'm President of Mazda's Operations in North America. Thank you all for joining us here. As you know, Mazda as a company is often, well, a little different, or maybe a lot different, to other car manufacturers. You know we were the ones to commercialize the rotary engine and then win Le Mans with it. Thank you. You know we were the ones to take the idea of a British sports car and make it reliable, as well as quite successful. Thank you. You probably know that the US EPA has declared Mazda the most fuel-efficient car brand in the US for 5 of the last 6 reported years, even though we currently don't sell a hybrid or EV in this market. Now you may know that Consumer Reports just ranked Mazda the #2 most reliable car brand in the US, with all of our vehicles receiving a recommended rating. But what you probably don't know is how differently we think. Now, one example, while most big businesses define value as performance divided by cost. So think about that, performance divided by cost. Mazda defines value as performance divided by weight. Because while cost is the enemy of profit, weight is the enemy of fun. You may say, Jeff, what's the point in telling us that? And the point is, if you're willing to challenge conventional thinking, you have the opportunity to make things better than the status quo. And as a demonstration for that, let me tell you about our spectacular new CX-30. Now, I promised you something different and better, and CX-30 brings exactly that. Customers come to the subcompact SUV segment looking for a quality vehicle with a sporty ride and all-wheel drive capability. And the CX-30 delivers that and more. More horsepower, innovative design, quiet cabin, and a spacious interior. As for performance, CX-30 stands out among its competitors with class-leading horsepower. It comes with a 2.5-liter Skyactiv G engine, delivering up to 186 horsepower and 186 foot-pounds of torque. It also features Mazda's new off-road traction assist feature, which will help the driver feel in control when adventuring on uneven terrain. And when we look at design, the CX-30's exterior is sleek, it's bold, and it's sharp, and it's seamlessly connected to an interior that is remarkably stylish and comfortable. Now, with attention to both drivers and riders, our engineers have designed the seats to give all the occupants proper posture. And this allows the human body to react to the motion of the vehicle in a very natural and balanced way. Now, Mazda engineers also created a peaceful cabin environment by reducing noise and vibration. Every aspect of the CX-30 was measured from the tires to the headliner to minimize unwanted noise and encourage conversation and allow you to be entertained by the available Bose premium audio system. And while other vehicles in the subcompact SUV segment are just that, subcompact, the CX-30 is spacious and comfortable. It truly creates an atmosphere where driver and passengers can enjoy one another while also providing ample space to enjoy life's adventures together. And to deepen the bond, the ownership bond, we are introducing Mazda Connected Services as standard on all CX-30s, providing peace of mind, convenience, and safety. And speaking of safety, this is important. In Europe, the CX-30 recently received the highest score ever measured by Euro NCAP among all car brands. So we are anxiously waiting for US testing and look forward to an outstanding result here in the United States as well. Our all-new CX-30 will be available next month. Prices start at $21,900, and residual values are expected to be best in class. So I want to encourage you all to visit MazdaUSA.com, learn more about this standout vehicle, and reach out to your local dealer to experience one up close. Now, the CX-30 is indeed the latest in Mazda's family of superb SUVs. But let's take a look at its big brother, our flagship midsize crossover SUV, the CX-9. For 2020, all new captain's chairs in the second row give passengers a prestigious first-class cabin feel. Hands-free power liftgate makes loading cargo easier, and the enhanced turbocharged Skyactiv G engine delivers a robust 320 foot-pounds of torque. The vehicle has all the features that our midsize SUV customers are looking for, and it's an outstanding representation of Mazda's commitment to never stop challenging. And this challenger spirit has origins in our hometown of Hiroshima, Japan. In fact, Mazda was founded on a belief that through manufacturing, through craftsmanship and ingenuity, we can work in service to our community, to people, and the world. And it is for that reason that we also believe in celebrating those traits in others. So let me give you a few examples. First, we recently formed a partnership with the National Football Foundation's William V. Campbell Trophy, which will be presented by Mazda. Now, this prestigious award recognizes an individual athlete as the best in the country for academic success, football performance, and more importantly, community leadership. We invested in this award to celebrate young people who are striving to reach their maximum potential both on and off the field. Next, we have also partnered with National Geographic for a first-of-its-kind competition series to discover and celebrate inspiring visual storytellers. This competition challenges photographers to seek and capture inspirational stories while striving to reach the full potential in their art. Finalists will earn the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to hone their craft alongside accomplished National Geographic photographers, and also to visit Mazda's birthplace in Hiroshima. Now, here in the US, our motorsports activity is also striving to reach its highest potential. On the racetrack, we've had a great year, including Mazda Team Yost's victory at the IMSA Daytona Prototype International class at Watkins Glen. And that was the first of 3 wins in a row. Now, this unprecedented summer season makes us really excited for 2020, when our new Mazda 3 TCR car will compete for the first time. For the first time with Brian Ortiz, our 2019 MX-5 Cup champion, behind the wheel. And we're really proud of how our motorsports programs provide a rewarding path for aspiring drivers to grow from grassroots all the way up to professional racing. Brian embodies Mazda Challenger spirit, and we're excited really to watch him compete next year in our outstanding Mazda 3 TCR. Now moving from excitement on the track to excitement in our stores. Mazda continues to build ever better sales experiences through our Retail Evolution initiative, which includes intensive training, retail transformation, and a completely new and stylish face for the Mazda brand. We recently celebrated the opening of the 100th Retail Evolution store, and we expect to open about 8 stores a month over the next 18 months. We plan to reach about 300 such stores in 2021, covering 85% of sales and service in the United States. Now, this program is a pivotal part of Mazda's long-term business strategy, and the improved retail footprint truly demonstrates where the Mazda brand is headed. Hospitality at the RE stores is beginning to deliver customer satisfaction which rivals established premium brands. And our Retail Evolution stores, open for more than a year, have led our brand in sales, market share performance, service growth, and owner loyalty. Customers visiting these dealerships are connected with our brand in a new way, and as the data shows, they walk away feeling connected and trusting of Mazda. Now, I mentioned 100 RE stores, and we're about to witness another 100 milestone for Mazda. And that is the anniversary of our company's founding 100 years ago in 1920. Now, I think it's true that most big companies only have interest in people who are using their products today, or those who might buy one in the future. But as I said before, Mazda thinks a bit differently. So whether you currently drive a Mazda, or you were merely inspired by one that a friend drove years ago, we want to hear stories of how Mazda helped you to feel alive. So please post those stories using #DiscoverMazda. So in closing, you have made our success possible. And I hope you'll want to come along with us on the next 100 years of our journey. Stay tuned because we plan some fun stuff next year in celebrating our centennial. And now I'd like to invite Masamuro, Chairman and CEO of Mazda North American Operations, Naohito Saka, CX-30 Program Manager, and Ryo Yanagisawa, CX-30's chief designer, up on the stage for some photographs. Thank you very much.